Global outrage is giving way to global action as the world tries to confront Russia over those horrific atrocities uncovered in Ukraine. Just a half an hour from now, NATO foreign ministers will begin arriving in Brussels. Secretary of State Tony Blinken is there. He'll address the gathering in just a few hours. But first, he spoke exclusively to NBC's Andrea Mitchell, who asked him how the U.S. and others plan to hold Putin and others responsible.
The wheels of accountability can move slowly, but they move. And someday, some way, somewhere, those who committed these crimes and those who ordered the crimes will be held accountable. But it takes time.
This as Ukrainian officials and civilians take stock of the devastation left behind by Russian forces and prepare for what may be coming next.
Also this morning, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia now is using hunger as a weapon against the Ukrainian people. Speaking to Irish lawmakers, Zelensky said this, quote, "They are destroying things that are sustaining livelihoods to people. They're hitting places where we store fuel, food storage depots, agricultural equipment and fields. They're putting mines into the fields," he said. Why are they doing this? Because for them, hunger is also a weapon against ordinary people as an instrument of domination.
When it comes to consequences for Russia's actions, NBC News has confirmed that President Biden is expected to announce new sanctions on Vladimir Putin's family, specifically his two daughters. At the same time, the White House is planning to ban all new investment in Russia and step up sanctions on Russian banks and government officials. The president is expected to speak about all of this at a 12:45 press conference this afternoon. The Biden administration is also sending $100 million worth of Javelin anti-tank missile systems to Ukraine.
And European ambassadors are set to meet later today as they negotiate a new package of sanctions. Sources tell CNBC they could target everything from jet fuel to luxury goods. We also learned Tuesday they will ban coal imports from Russia, but members of the EU still are divided on whether to go further and ban imports of Russian oil and natural gas because of the impacts to their own economies at home.
Inside Ukraine, investigators are hunting through the devastated towns around Kyiv, gathering evidence of mass killings. And remember, the pictures are disturbing that we're about to show you. According to the Washington Post, roughly 50,000 investigators are inside Ukraine, speaking to locals and documenting alleged war crimes, including rape, torture, and murder. Russia continues to deny that any civilians died during the Russian occupation around Kyiv, insisting that all of the images that you're looking at right now are fake.
And now military leadership here in the United States is suggesting there may be no end in sight. On Tuesday, Joint Chiefs Chairman Mark Milley said the war in Ukraine could last for years. He also said the United States will be involved for, quote, some time, and suggested the U.S. establish permanent bases in Eastern Europe to confront the Russian threat.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.